Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are here on the fast track itself. I am here with Mr. Charlie and Mr. Robert. Tell these guys what we're out here doing tonight.
Well, we are going to run go-kart races. You know, that's the beginning of racing, I guess you might say. Stock cars is the step up, but go-kart racing has come back into the limelight, I guess you might say, in the last couple of years. We have a track in Florence, South Carolina, and we have this Lake City track. We alternate weekends, Saturday here this week, Saturday there next week. And go-kart racing involves, as you'll look around later on, families. I mean, you got every age there is, from the little infants, 1, 2 years old, able to walk around, to the older guys. We got some guys that race that are 70 years old.
Right on, right on. Now, for everyone who doesn't know, you're the general manager, and tell me about a lot of the jobs that entails.
Well, it's Bob's Four Cycle on the computer. Bob'sFourCycle.com is one of our main, I guess you'd say, to get it out into public. You got to get things out into public. You got to get the racers here. You got to get the purses for whatever kind of goes along with what other tracks are doing, and making certain that you got the track right and the track preparation, making sure you stay on even keel with everything. You got to kind of make sure you stay on a tight schedule so you can get your races in, so everybody can get away at a decent hour. And we try to start races at 8, and we try to be out of here by 11:30 and run 8 to 10 races.
Now, Robert, things can get kind of crazy. Fast and furious is probably the best way to explain this. Am I right?
That's right. You will see some pretty fast times here. You'll see some of about whatever you're looking for.
Pretty cool. Tell me a little bit of history about this, Mr. Charlie.
Well, history of racing begins in the beginning of time, I guess.
Beginning of time, chariots, I believe.
Well, you mentioned chariots. We're talking about Ben Hur, a movie.
Yeah.
That's we wish we could have some now with the spikes on the spokes.
Oh yeah. I would definitely pay to see that. No doubt.
We might come up with something like that. We're in the entertainment business. We just have the place, prepare it, have the show available, and pay prize money out to the winners. And the folks just have fun. This is more of, I guess you'd say, a fun sport than when you get into the stock car racing. Stock car racing gets a little more business than a lot more business than what this is.
But you could really see some future stock car racers and NASCAR racers out here on this track today, am I right?
Oh, absolutely. Well, Jeff Gordon, for instance, was a name that comes to mind. Jeff Gordon started on a little track like this.
Oh, yeah.
Dale Earnhardt did that. All of the stars of NASCAR now, Tony Stewart, all of those guys raced in the go-kart series till they moved up to the sprint cars and then up to the stock cars and so forth. So this is just the farm teams, I guess you might say.
Oh yeah, this thing I'm sure is going to get cut loose in a little while, am I right?
Yeah, I hope that you guys are going to be around here, and, you'll see some good side-by-side racing. They'll race real close together, and there's a lot of skill to it. It's not just anybody can try it, but as they say, a lot of people can drive a race car or a go-kart, but there's not a lot of real go-kart drivers. There's a lot of difference in just driving it and a real driver. The driver's the one going to pass, come to the front.
I think of myself, and my speeding tickets speak for themselves. I think I might actually be a pretty good driver out here.
We could get you on a go-kart tonight. Somebody, I might have one that I'm sure you can make a lap in.
But I would hate to take all that prize money from the great drivers out here.
Let's don't do it, Dan.
I would hate to do that. I think that's an unfair advantage.
Yeah, and really, I know that you'd get in there and you'd probably just annihilate the field.
I don't want to show off, not while the cameras are out here.
I tell you what you can do.
Yeah.
We'll time you want to make a lap, run around the track.
I can do that. I can definitely do that.
But you know what? I would give out about that corner right over there.
They better have the EMS ready for us.
EMS ready, oxygen, especially as hot as it is today.
Oh, it's too hot. It is too hot to be out here. Mr. Robert, tell me, what can we expect to see as far as the pure adrenaline pumping out here? Are there ever really any accidents? Are we expecting to see a lot of competition?
It's a lot of competition. Every once in a while you get a little fiberglass rubbing, but you'll see the action, you'll see the rubbing, a little bumping going on. The adrenaline is up. These guys take it to heart, and some of them don't like to lose to a young lady, and we got a few young ladies that race out here, and you know, if the young lady wins, I get plenty of phone calls on Monday and Tuesday wanting to know, you know, what can we do different? I said, well, you just got to race a little harder next week.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Charlie, where can people come and when do they need to show up if they want to see this kind of racing?
Well, we open the gates at 2 o'clock at this track and the one in Florence. And we practice in the afternoons from like 4 till 7 o'clock.
Right.
7 o'clock we qualify, and then we race at 8 o'clock. So a person can come, they can sign up, come to the office, and they can register their cart from 4 o'clock until 6 o'clock. And after 6 o'clock, there's a penalty. You have to pay $5 more. We try to do that to know who's in a class.
Oh, yeah.
But anybody can do that. They come here, and naturally, their parents, if they're minors, they got to sign a release because it can be a little dangerous. But it's also anything you do. Playing football is dangerous.
It's true.
At times. So anybody can enter. Ladies, girls, or gentlemen. Ages, as Robert told you, is, you know, it varies from 5 years old up. So it's
So if you think you're fast enough, there's only one place to test that out. It's right here at Lake City Speedway. Am I right?
That is correct. Correct. You know, it's on Green Road. Highway 378 runs into Lake City from Turbyville. About 14 miles out of Turbyville, there's a road that says Green Road. That's where you turn and come to the racetrack. Just stay on Green Road. You didn't have a problem, did you?
I didn't have a problem at all. We saw the sign. We drove a long ways and we thought we were on the wrong road.
It'll make you think it, won't it? All that corn out there and wheat, you know.
It felt like Field of Dreams for a minute, but it's all happening
houses,
right
no
here.
housing much.
No houses.
Just farmland.
And that's why you can rev up your engine as loud as you want to out here.
That's right. I hope that you all enjoy yourself tonight. And our admission, we kind of forgot.
Oh, yeah.
You know, anyone can come view the races too, and a lot of people do. They'll line up along the fences here, and adults are $10. Kids 6 to 12 is $5, and under 6 is admitted free. And for afternoon and way into the night for $10 is a pretty good bargain, I think.
I'd say so. For pure entertainment like this, ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
We have good hot dogs and hamburgers.
You're going to see that.
Cola.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Forget this whole racing thing. I'm going to go eat some hot dogs and hamburgers.
I'll set you up, okay?
That's what I'm talking about. You guys stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, out here at the Lake City Speedway, it's not on every occasion in these racing events that you run into a woman who's very fast and very furious. But we are here with Olivia, who says that she can do just that. Tell us a little bit about being a woman in go-kart racing.
It's not easy. The guys like to push you off the track a lot. You just have to get back out there and, you know, push them back.
So there's no chivalry. They're not thinking, oh, she's a woman. I'm not going to try to outrun her. I'm not going to try to hit her.
They do sometimes.
A little bit. Is that your advantage point? Do you think a little bit you're underestimated so you can kind of go out there and show them off a little bit?
So, yeah, I think we can do that.
Now, today, are you planning on racing?
I think so.
I think she's going to take it to him. She says that now she's going to win everything, go home with like $200.
I hope so.
How much maintenance and preparations go into something like this?
Oh my God, it's a lot. A lot of work, a lot of prepping tires and trying to get your gear right and everything.
Now, you're married to a guy that's also in the racing, am I right?
Right, yes.
How does that work? Are you guys very competitive at home? Do you race each other around the house?
We don't. No, we don't race.
Never even race each other to the kitchen fridge, like who can get the bologna quicker?
Not really, no. No, we don't race each other at all.
That's probably the best. That's the key to a good marriage, is keep it on the track.
Yeah, that's right.
Have you ever raced against one another?
No,
Do you plan to?
maybe one day.
He's smiling. He knows it's going to happen one day. And when it does, he's going to try his best to beat her. Because nothing is more ruthless than going home to a woman who just beat you at a go-kart race. Nothing. Tell us a little bit about your team and what you guys are doing tonight.
Actually, I'm not going to run tonight. Little brother here is going to run. He's the go-kart racer. I'm the stock car racer. You know, it's his night to shine tonight. You know, I hadn't been out here in a good little while, but we should be pretty good tonight. Got a lot of tires in there to choose from, track conditions and stuff like that. But he should be pretty good tonight. So I'm gonna let you talk to him.
Yeah, let's hear it from the man himself. What are you thinking? How are you feeling about tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good. Like my brother said, we got a lot of tires to choose from. I believe it'd be pretty good. We won the track championship over here in '03, which it's been a while because I run a little bit of late models too, like my brother does. But I just been playing around with the go-karts lately, so I hopefully get a couple wins tonight.
Now, this is the step right before stock car racing, would you say? Is this a great precursor to getting into stock cars?
Yes, sir. A lot of people usually start off in the go-karts and transfer to the cars. It's a good starting point. Yes, sir.
Now, you guys won in 2003, am I right? That's what you said?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So tell me a little bit about that, going into that and what you had to do and what you might try to, as a team, try to do this year.
Well, I mean, you just got to stay up on the racetrack. I mean, it changes every week. I don't know what kind of rain it gets during the week. So, I mean, you got to keep up with the racetrack, and it's all about tires on these things. If you ain't got the right tires on at the right time, you're not going to do nothing. So, you know, that's the main key about go-kart racing. I mean, it's a lot different in stock car racing and stuff, but the main thing is getting the right chemicals, the right tires, the right compound. I mean, it's just all about that.
All right, well, how are you feeling? That's going to be it, right? You're going to take it home?
Yes, sir. Going to try to anyway.
Sounds good. Good luck to both of you guys, and thank you so much.
All right, thanks, sir.
We are here with Carrie Price, the owner of these two cars. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing to prepare for this event today.
Well, my dad worked all week on my tires, and we came here, we scaled out, we have the carts ready. We're just waiting on the track to get a little better, and we're going to go out and practice.
Tell us a little bit about being a young woman on this track and how you might be perceived a little differently than the average driver.
Well, me and my dad like to look at it as just an average driver. You know, we're going out there, we're doing the same thing they are, but those guys do not like to be beat by a girl. But
have you beaten anybody yet? Have you?
Yeah. We won the past 2 weekends, so we do pretty good.
The winner of the past 2 weekends back here to challenge for the title once again. They're not going to let you win this time, are they?
No, they give me a run for the money, but we give it all we got.
What's the skill? What would you say goes behind this to make sure that you win?
Oh, a lot of work during the week and just having the right tires.
Any tips today? Anything that you've got going on in your head that's prepping you for this?
Not really. I've been out for 7 years and I just got back into it, so.
And already been winning like that?
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is one thing I've always wondered. Whenever I see somebody in the go-kart and they're driving, is there a song that's playing in your head? Are you pumped up? Is there something happening?
Oh, no, you're focused on if there's a cart in front of you, you're after that cart.
That's the same way I am when I'm driving to all of these different destinations. I'm just focused on the next car. You guys stay tuned. Thank you so much, Carrie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are underway. This is the Blue Plate group. This is an age range of 12 to 15. And we've got White Helmet driving out ahead of the rest. He is smoking the competition. Moving into the first lap, he is way ahead of the bunch. Orange Cart is way behind. '62 is still out in the lead. '62 has dominated the race the entire time thus far. And 9 continues to drag. Coming into lap 6, '62 is continually heading out.
This is 7, right?
22's got to make a move. If it doesn't happen now, it's never going to happen. He's looking on the inside. She's looking on the inside. '62 continues to dominate. Can anyone take this race away from '62? And 22 does it. 22 is taking over the race. '62 is out. 22 is dominating right now. '62 is out of the race as we see it. 9 is driving on the inside. 9 might have it. 9 is taking over. It is 9. 9. Oh, 9. 22. 9. 9. 9 is now ahead of the race where he was falling behind just a minute ago. Anything can happen here at Lake City Speedway. And it does appear that 9 has rallied in from the very back, and he has taken on the race, ladies and gentlemen. Number 9. It is a hero story, a complete and utter victory, success story for number 9 in the orange cart. All right, ladies and gentlemen, down here at the Lake City Speedway, it appears they're getting ready for the Clone Heavy match. Now, this is the biggest race of the night. You're going to see some fast action, incredible talent, and possibly a wreck. And they are driving at top speed. It looks like number 3 is out in front, and he has really separated himself from the pack. Seen a few cars pull out. 03 is still in the lead here. We've got 03 followed by 04.
08, 19, 95, 2, 35.
And 03 and 04 are really pulling away from the rest of the race.
08, 95, 37.
And we've got a car stalled out on the track. We are back under caution. Back under caution again. This race has been caution-filled from the very word go. And we're back from caution. Going into our 6th lap. 04 is now in the lead.
08, 2, 51, 37. 12, 03, 95.
04 followed by 18.
08, 51, 37.
18 is now taking the lead from Price. The 18 and 2 car jockeying for position, and it's 51. 51 takes the lead. That's Brent Lucas, part of the Lucas boys we spoke to. His eyes, no doubt, set on the prize as well, taking the lead for the first time tonight. Lucas is now dominating the race. And the 2 car has taken it back. And now a couple of cars have just spun out. That's 04. Kerry Price has spun out of the race, and we are back under caution. And it looks like, whoa, the 2 car just ran over the competition, and Brent Lucas takes it, and Brent Lucas takes it. Brent Lucas wins the race. The Lucas boys did it. Well, that wraps it up for FTC Now Sports Special. We hope you've enjoyed the show here at Lake City Speedway. For all of us at FTC Now, I'm Mark Roberts. Have a good night.